Assalamu alaikum. My name is Aleena Iqbal and my group partner name is Ariba Azam. I am the student of Ikra University and I am doing BScs and I am currently in third semester. My project is based on the subject of object-oriented programming and I am explaining particularly library management system. This project is formed on the basis of GUI. Firstly, in this project we have shown the login page. If you type correct username and password, you will proceed to the next page. If it is incorrect, it will show incorrect username or password. Let me show you. Incorrect username or password. This page also has a close button which helps you in closing the project. When you enter correct username and password, you will proceed to the home page, which will show these options: add new student, new book, library, issue book, return book and logout. Moving on the first option, which is add new student. It is consist of the following detail about the new student, which is a student name, student ID and cell number. If you add detail correctly, you can click on the option add option. You will receive the message that new student has been added. Let me show you. New student has been added. Or you can click on the back option to go back to the home page. If a new book becomes the part of the library, you can click on the new books on the home page. On selecting the option, librarian will fill these details about the book, which include book name, book ID and subject. After entering the detail, you will click on the add button and you will receive the message that new book has been added. Let me show you. New book has been added. Or you can click on the back option to go back to the home page. By clicking on the library option, you will see the books present in our library. Here is the books. However, I have not used the database connectivity because it is not the part of our course. Similarly, clicking on the back option, you will go back to the home page. By clicking on the option issue book, you have to enter these details about the new student issue book, that student name, student ID, cell number and field. By clicking on the issue button, you will receive the message that book has been issued. Let me show you. Your book has been issued. By clicking on the back button, go back to the home page. By clicking on the option return book, you have entered these details about the return book, that student name, student ID and cell number. Let me show you. By clicking the return button, you will receive the message that book has been written. Your book has been written. By clicking on the back option, go back to the home page. By clicking on the logout button, you will go back to the login page. All of this is the outer part of our project, which I hope you understand. Now let's move toward the function which are working behind the project. First, we select the JFrame form for screening. Then we use labels to write the username and password. Then we select text field to write the name and select password field to write your password. Then we select two button. Here is the coding behind the login button. Here is the coding. We use if as conditional statement. This means that if our username and password both are correct, then it will proceed to the home page. And here is the code, and here we use the dialog box because basically dialog box is used to show the input box or information box. This means that if our username or password is incorrect, it will show the box that incorrect username or password. Here is our home page. We use 6 buttons. First we see the coding behind the new student. Here is the coding. Here is the coding. A new student set visible true. Basically it is used if it's set true, it means that you want that thing to be visible in your screen, and if you set it is false, you can't see anything in your screen. Here is a add new student screen. We use labels, text fields and button. Here is the coding behind the add button. We use dialog box to show the information that new student has been added. Here is the code behind the back button set visible true. It means that you want that thing to be true, that thing to be visible in your screen. Here is a new book screen. We use labels. Here we use labels, text field and buttons. Here is the coding behind the add button. We use dialog box to show the information that new book has been added. And here is the coding behind the back button set visible true. It means that you want that thing to be visible in your screen. Here is the student's library. Here we can see books present in our library. Here we use 6 labels to show the books. Here is the back button. Here is the coding behind the back button. Set visible true. It means that you want that thing to be visible in your screen. Issue book. Here is our issue book screen. Here we use labels, text field, combo box. Basically combo box is used to show the options. And we use 2 buttons. Here is coding behind the issue button. Here we use dialog box. We use dialog box to show the information that your book has been issued. Here is the back button. Here is the coding behind the back button set visible true. It means that you want that thing to be visible in your screen. Here is the written book screen. Here we use labels, text fields, combo box. Basically combo box is used to show the options, and we use 2 buttons. Here is the coding behind the written button. We use dialog box to show the information that your book has been written. And here is the coding behind the back button. Set visible true. Set visible true. It means that you want that thing to be visible in your screen. At the end, I would hope that you are able to understand the outer part as well as behind the mechanism. Hope you like it. Thank you.